So remember this, life is no abyss. Somewhere there's a bluebird of happiness. I couldn't stand the music my parents listened to when I was growing up. Could you? Especially Dad's music. Oh! Mr. Chairman, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Long before Pavarotti, Jan Pearce, an enormously popular opera tenor, in 1945 sang that beautiful song, The Bluebird of Happiness. It was one of Dad's favorite tunes. But like a lot of us when we were growing up, when it came to listening to Dad's music, no way, man. Isn't it funny how the generation gap, which can be as vast as the ocean, can make fathers and sons so different, and yet so much alike. In the case of Dad and I, that generation gap couldn't have been more clearly defined than in our radically different taste in music. To Dad, music was opera tenors like Jan Pearce, Richard Tauber, and the great Enrico Caruso. To me, music was the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, man, Led Zeppelin. Dad had a different opinion. That's just a noise, Barry, a noise. You can't understand anything they're singing. They look like a bunch of girls. When I was your age, we listened to real music. Sound familiar? I remember the day I asked Dad to buy me my first record player. He said yes, with one string attached. He would buy me the record player under the condition that I would work on broadening my musical education. So along with the record player came a copy of Gilbert and Sullivan's HMS Pinafore, which included the smash hit, A British Tar. Our British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist. No, Dad! I want a copy of the Beatles' Abbey Road. She came in through the bathroom window, projected by a silver spoon. What? I'm not buying you a copy of that deafening racket. But Dad, they're from Liverpool, your hometown. You'll love them. Nice try. Didn't work. But there were things we both liked. Fish and chips. He cooked the best damn fish and chips I ever tasted. Humor, stories, British comedies. We both love those. And yet we were so different in so many ways. He had a 2-pack a day smoking habit. I don't smoke. He had a quick temper! I'm slow to anger. We had many times of tension, but oh, so many times of joy. The last time I saw him, when he was 78, he told me he wanted to start giving me his records. By this time I was 26 and still not an opera fan, but my taste in music had been expanding. the generation gap, once as vast as an ocean, was now just a narrow river. One of the first records he gave me was the Bluebird of Happiness. The 22 years that have passed since then, the generation gap has continued to close to a little trickling creek in the forest. Ironically, it is because of listening to Dad's music. Recently, I found Jan Pearce on YouTube. This time, I listened to the Bluebird of Happiness from a completely different point of view. This time, the feeling in the words and the music came through to me. I'm still a huge Beatle fan, but my taste in music has expanded to encompass Dad's music. I would like to leave you with this thought. 17th century English dramatist William Congreve said that music soothes the savage breast. I say that music can close the generation gap if we're willing to sit down and just simply listen with open ears and an open mind. And we can step over that generation gap onto the other shore and come to know our dads through their music. Dad's music. So remember this, life is no abyss. Somewhere there's a bluebird of happiness. Mr. Chairman.